Howdy, it's Jim Murado, and this is early November 2024, and we're in Brandenburg, Kentucky, going to Jailhouse Pizza. Jailhouse Pizza, check that out. It's an old jail, and they have pizza, which makes that pretty darn awesome. This might be one of my new favorite places to eat in the whole state of Kentucky. By the way, right there on the right of the screen, going off screen, that's the old Confederate monument that used to be in Louisville. They moved it over here a few years ago. I'll put up another video on that. But yeah, Jailhouse Pizza in Brandenburg. You've got outlaw history, you've got Civil War history, you've got pizza being served in an old jail. It's just a total win-win kind of situation. This is great, and yeah, the place is a little gimmicky, to say the least. And my general rule of thumb is, if a place is gimmicky, the food's not going to be good. That is not the case here. Food is great. We had some really, really tasty food. I had a great pizza, and they give you plenty of it. It's a good value, and you're going to take leftovers home. So this place is just perfect, and you can eat in old cells, and I think that's really cool. You can also check out where they used to hang people, and that's pretty epic too. Just a little bit from a little brochure they gave me. I think this is on the historic marker out front too. The Meade County Jail, Meade County Messenger. You are dining in what once was the old Meade County Jail. The brick structure remains just as it did when it closed in the mid-70s. The jail, built in 1906, housed many unsavory characters throughout the years. One of the most notable was Hank Williams Sr. Another notable name that passed through this area of Meade County was John Hunt Morgan, with Morgan's Raiders. Outlaws Jesse and Frank James were guests of the old Meade County Hotel on Main Street, which was present in the 1800s. We sat in the main dining room, and this was our view. Check that out, by the way. I wanted to mention that. And if you're a ghost person, be sure to walk around and soak in all the history that our restaurant has to offer. We do have some inmates that have decided to not leave. One, being dubbed Bigsby, seems to still roam the jail. From time to time, you might just see or hear things that can't be explained. If you do experience something, please let us know. We love to hear the stories. So, yeah. And they had this nice big dining area. I assume this might have been like a dining area for prisoners at one point. I really don't know. I asked our waitress. She wasn't sure either, but she assumed that this probably was some sort of a main common area or a dining area for the prisoners. We got here right when they opened, so the crowds weren't really here. By the time we left, there was a good stream of people coming in. The place was crowded. This is a popular place, not just for locals, but for people all around. It's in Brandenburg. It's not that far from Elizabethtown, Fort Knox. I guess I think of this kind of as central Kentucky. Sort of, not too horribly far from Louisville either. Maybe 45 minutes. Lots of cool pictures, history related and also prison related, all over the place. And I like how they've decorated the old jail here. Pretty cool merch too. They had some cool t-shirts. I did not pick one up on this visit, but I'm sure I'm going to have to. I hoped they sold badges, and that might be something they might want to think about selling later. I would love to have a little badge from here. I just think that would be kind of a cool novelty thing to sell. Our waitress was great. She was young. She was enthusiastic. The drinks were coming. She was very attentive. As we sat down, I joked with her, though, and said, we're not here to start any trouble. We just want some pizza. And she looked at me like I was stupid or an old man making old man jokes. I guess my jokes are kind of outdated at this point. Yeah, there's the trap door. That's where they hanged people at, right there by the bathrooms. And they've got that kind of gated off, but there is another stairway You can go through and see the top of that. We'll go look at that here in a moment. But you can actually stand on that and stand exactly where men were hanged. Oh, and on another topic, there's my pizza, and I asked for extra sauce. It came out, that was a 10-inch. I ate about half of it and took some home. Their portions are generous. And I mean, like, really, really generous. Yeah, that was what my wife had. She ate about a third of that, and I made 2 more meals out of it. So, we had lunch here, and we had leftovers enough for about 3 more meals. And I'm not joking. Went upstairs. Our waitress encouraged us to make sure we went upstairs and checked things out. More seating, more history. There's the Colonel. And as you go through there, as you go through that door, we'll get back to it. That's the little hanging area. And then there's some more cells back there. What a cool place, though. Yeah, there's the trap door from the top. We were looking at it from the bottom earlier. And like I said, you can stand there, and if you look up, whew, it's pretty creepy. But yeah, just a very epic place to go and eat from on many different levels, and I really appreciated this. Just what a crazy and unique concept. My cousin Jerry, he's a motorcycle guy. He comes here all the time. He was the first person to tell me about this place, so I definitely want to tip my hat to him. But yeah, it's just a cool place. It's not stuffy. It's very laid back. Wait staff, everybody here was just cool and laid back. Yeah, just a novel place to eat. And Brandenburg, what a great little town right by the river. You see the Civil War monument there on our right again. Down by the river, there was a ferry there back during the Civil War, and Morgan and his men crossed right there a couple of times on one of their raids. And that is a whole nother rabbit hole to go down if you're into the Civil War, if you're into history. And checking out Jailhouse Pizza as we drive away. Again, just a cool place. There's a cool coffee shop in town. And, of course, they've got the monument I mentioned earlier. I'll put up videos on both of those later. Brandenburg is small. It is small, but it's by the river. It's got history, and it's beautiful. And I plan on spending some more time here. I might want to check out the library. If you know much about the library here, let me know, because surely there's a book somewhere about the Brandenburg jail, and I'm going to have to hunt that down. If somebody knows anything about a book on the history of Brandenburg or the jail specifically, drop me a line. Also, over by the Civil War monument, there are some very nice murals up there relating to the town and its history, and I'll put that stuff up along with another video about that monument. And the monument is walking distance from the pizza/jail place, which I thought was just really cool. Very, very cool town to come to and spend half a day or a day. Historic marker and another marker about John Hunt Morgan and his time here in Brandenburg. And of course the bigger monument that I just showed you a moment ago, which is right behind me from where I'm filming this, was in Louisville. Louisville decided they did not want it when Confederate monuments went out of vogue, and so it came down to Brandenburg, and Brandenburg seems proud to have it. Very cool place. Let me know what you think about Jailhouse Pizza in Brandenburg.